That's the whole set, right? No, what's this? What do I take out for this? Every time I do this, I forget what the extra block is that I forget. Is it dirt? I don't think it's dirt. Absolutely bizarre. Every time I do this, I forget what the last thing I need is. Anyway. Let's see how this goes. Two, three, four, five. I can do that, but it's going to... This seems odd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How far out of the station are we? That seems odd. I might pull that back. Let's see how this side lines up. Well, that's completely off. That is a little close, isn't it? It is a little close, but maybe it's fine. One, two, three, four, five. Hey Fox, how's it going? It's going, it's going. There's only 2 more branches to wire up before the whole thing is functional. The architecture part is not built yet, but the train part is very close to being completed. If I can figure this out, that is. So I do want to pull this back. Two, three, four, and 5. That's actually the same as before. What I need is to pull that back by 4. So that lines up. Fox says function before form is usually the best way to do it, I suppose. Well, I just want to like ride around on the trains, Fox. So I just want to like finish the part that I can play around on, and then I'll build the architecture after that. Because you know, like after I do this, I'm gonna have to spend maybe like a few days riding around just to check if everything is correct. Two, three, four, and 5. Let's see. I need this to branch over. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think 1, 2, 3, right, and where are we going? We're going that way. Is this right? I'm trying to think. I did the station back to front, Fox, so I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Or the other station, it goes that way. I'm pretty sure this is right, but I just have to double check everything because there's a different pattern. Yeah, because I just like, for some reason, decided to put this thing the other way around. So like from here it turns right instead of turning left. And I have to make sure everything works still. Okay, so this part I think is correct. Because when you leave the station you come through here. Yeah, no, 24 times, Fox. All the other ones is the same except this one. Actually, no, I think there's one that's also... There's a couple of unique ones, which I don't know why I chose to do that. But yeah, about 20 of the other ones are all the same. I think this is right. I just double check as I go. Okay, so this is there. 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's probably good. It's probably good to mix it up a bit to give myself something to think about. Keep me on my toes. Alright, this is normal pistons. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right, and one, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Like that. I guess once I'm out of the station though, everything's just gonna fall into place. Fox says, I still can't believe I originally thought this project would take no time, effort at all, being in creative. Yeah, no, it's... That's... Yeah, no, it... Because it's in creative, I decided to do something much, much bigger than what I would do in survival. I mean, it in the sense that, like, yeah, it's faster to build in creative, but I also chose to build a bigger project because of it. Fox says, I didn't think it could get much bigger after the desert rose. Man, that thing looks tiny in comparison. This is not like it's not really one thing, right? This is like 25 stations spread out across a huge landscape. Is what this is. But I do think that's like human nature in a way. Like once you get better at something, you don't just do easier or do the thing that's easier. You just like do something else that's even more difficult once you get good at something. What I'm saying is life never becomes any easier. Because once you get good at something, you just try something else. 1, 2, 3. I can't see what's going on at all. Should I bring this back? I usually don't, but maybe I should here. Or let me try it out. Right, so if I like go backwards. 1, 2, 3. Maybe because it's a tunnel, I don't need to worry so much about. Actually, no, let me just do this properly. 1, 2, 3. Oops. 4. I didn't break the other one, did I? Oh, it's there. Oh, that's gonna be weird. Let me stick a glowstone. Up there. Fox says, yeah, but Desert Rose as a project rather than just the end result was probably the largest I'd seen until now, skipping deserts and all. That's true, that is true. Like finding all the sand in survival. This is super awkward, but because it's a tunnel, you don't see how awkward it is. So well, I guess that makes it okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 5. And the wires just missed each other. Great. And then the reset should probably go there. Let me put that there. So I can test there. Oh, what's going on? Oh, other way. Other way. Alright, so that resets fine there. As soon as I get out of this tunnel, everything's gonna be much easier. I mean, now that you talk about the Desert Rose Fox, it really reminds me how, like, just how hard it is to do giant projects in survival. The amount of grinding for materials. And that's the main reason why I'm playing creative now. 2, 3, 4, 5. There. Fox says I completely agree. There are many huge projects that gave up from lack of materials. It's a real shame. Even playing mod packs, which allow automation to some degree, didn't seem to fill it. Yeah. 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 I wonder if... You kind of want the best of both worlds, don't you? Or at least I do. Like, can we somehow have the best of both worlds from creative and survival? Like, you have to survive, but you can also like get infinite materials. Is that a play mode? Can we make that a play mode? You can just get infinite materials, but you still have to like eat food and dodge zombies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me stick that there. Or at least just like somehow make materials much easier to get. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Fox says to some degree I seem to lose motivation if it's free, but the same if it's too slow. Exactly, Fox. It's a very delicate balance. I mean, speaking of that, I occasionally play EVE Online, and EVE Online is facing a similar problem as how to balance the materials so that, you know, to motivate people to actually play the game. Not have it too easy or too difficult. I suppose this is the sort of thing that AI is good for. You just like have different settings, and then you have you measure player engagement, and then you just optimize the game based on player engagement. Alright, so that's good, and then we have a big long bit. Okay, we're out of the difficult parts. The rest of this should be straightforward. Should be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 1, 2, 3. 4. Fox says, yeah, I could get behind the grinding in EVE for a while, but now all my skills are trained for it, and the grind no longer seems to pay off for a single account and takes too long to get into other parts. Yeah. Yeah. Um, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you just don't have the motivation to really play much, right? I guess every game has that problem.